Hi, Elon. Are you there?
I am.
Hey,
So
so this is a cool Twitter Spaces. Learning a lot about this platform.
yeah, I mean, it's a great way to talk directly to people and have just a kind of a real-time conversation. Um, and yeah, so uh, yeah, thanks for doing this. So I guess,
Cool.
um, so would you like to make the
Yeah.
announcement?
Thank you, Elon. And working with Elon and his team, I'm really excited for our industry and for the Ford customers. We're announcing that in early 2024, all of Ford's existing customers and future customers would have access to 12,000 Tesla superchargers, high-speed superchargers across the U.S. We're really excited about that. We're ramping production, and we think this is a huge move for our industry and for all electric customers. And then about a year later, we're going to be equipping our Fords when we go to our second generation electric vehicles with the NACS interface. So it's really, Elon, I want to thank you and your team. It's been great working with you so far, and I'm really excited about what this means for customers. We've been talking about this for a while, you and I. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, it's certainly super exciting to be in partnership with Ford. Have a tremendous amount of respect for Ford as a company and makes great vehicles. So, yeah, this is it's something where we're super happy to support Ford vehicles with the Tesla supercharging network, and also provide API access. So like so like a Ford vehicle can charge at a Tesla supercharger using a Ford app seamlessly. Essentially, like the idea is that like we don't want the Tesla supercharger network to be like a walled garden. We want it to be something that is supportive of electrification and sustainable transport in general. So, and we're very much appreciative of Ford's interest in partnering on this front. So it is our intent to do everything possible to support Ford and have Ford be on an equal footing at Tesla superchargers.
Well, this is a really, really big deal for our customers because we have about 10,000 fast chargers now, but 12,000. We love the locations. We love the reliability, your routing software, the ease of use of the connector, the reliability of it. I think it's a pretty amazing what you and your team have done for the customers. How are you seeing things in Europe? Because I know that's a little bit different.
Well, the Europe spec, it's funny. I actually went to visit the EU Minister of Transport because I was this is several years ago, because I was actually pretty upset about the EU design.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was somewhat of a Kafka-esque situation, where I was told, well, it was designed by a committee. I'm like, well, we didn't know this committee existed. It's like, well, but you should have known. Like, I'm like, well, how are we supposed to provide input on something we didn't know existed? This is not possible. And it hadn't yet become law or anything. So I was like, well, how about if there's alternatives? Like you can have two, or and but unfortunately, the EU connector is very much a designed by committee situation, and but we're somewhat stuck with it. In fact, we're not even allowed to have private networks in the EU that have the North American connector. So but I think it is the the team's done a good job, and it's a pretty great connector. So, and if we working with Ford and perhaps others can make it the North American standard, I think the consumers will be all the better for it. So,
I know you and